What is going on, everyone? This is an overhead video. This is an experiment to see how this goes. You guys already know we are promoting my comic book that I penciled, inked, colored, lettered, everything, you name it. So I'm shooting this from the GoPro, and then I have this IV cam for my iPhone. I wonder if I can upgrade it so it can look like a 4K resolution. But anyways, I kind of want to just go through this really quickly. You can get my books at deathclubcomics.com. Everything will be in the description. But I wanted to just show you guys the artwork from, my comic book. I do everything the traditional route, penciling, inking on 11 by 17 comic book art boards. We start off with blank pages, no blue line art, no guidelines. We get straight to it from scratch. You guys can see how crispy these lines are. That's because I printed them. But yeah, let's get into it though. So this is the 4th issue of my comic book. So I have now completed 4 comic books, all penciled, inked, colored, everything. Now issues 1 and 2 were done digitally, and then I might as well just bring all of my books, right? Just line everything up from 1 through 4 so you guys can see everything. I mean, this looks kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So 1 and 2 were done digitally, and then 3 and 4 were done traditionally. Everything was done literally by hand. And issue number 5 is coming soon, and that will be our very first graphic novel / trade paperback. So I'm extremely excited. Right now, I just want to focus on sales, just pushing sales, sell my book. Then I'll work on issue number 5 later on. Everything is already here. But in the meantime, issue 4 is literally the greatest, issue thus far. I mean, I'm forever a work in progress, but I think you guys can see where I have progressed, each issue from issue number 1, issue number 2. And the only reason why I've been pushing myself harder and harder is because of the amount of books that I've sold. So between issues 1 and 2, I've sold over 4,000 copies between issues 1 and 2. And now we're trying to continue that with issues 3 and 4, because I have to let the people know that this was all done traditionally by hand. Let me show you guys the cover of issue number 3. Hopefully, let's see. So yeah, let's go over the cover to issue number 3. This is pretty much going to be both my comic book and breaking down my art. So anyone that's new, if you're thinking of working on your comic book, you don't know where to start, you don't have to draw traditionally, you can do everything digital. But before you get to this size, it has to be this size. So I do all of my pencils either in blue or red. We scan everything. Now, I did not do the coloring for issue number 3. I will not take credit for that. But moving forward, I'm pretty much doing all of the coloring for interiors and cover arts. But the only coloring that I did not do was for issue number 3. But we will be that great very soon. But this is what the cover of issue number 3 looked like. I mean, this is beautiful. It's amazing. Honestly, has nothing to do with the storyline. However, this character is in the book, but as far as, Bloodshadow's outfit, I don't know where they are, some warehouse, who knows. But then when we open it up to, this is page 1 and 2. Now, when I first started drawing traditionally, that's when I used, the guides. And when we open up to page, we can kind of see what it looks like colored. So remember, everyone, I really have to let people know that I am the artist and the writer. I do everything, the coloring, literally everything. So this camera isn't 4K, so we can't get all of the details, but this is what it looks like penciled and inked first. Did not like the speed lines here, so we ended up just, what do we end up doing? We kind of just, I kept it. Actually, no, I didn't ink the speed lines. These speed lines were done digitally. And still kind of don't like it, but again, work in progress. But That's enough about issue number 3. We are here talking about issue number 4. Now, I have both issues 3 and 4 in this portfolio book. Uh, Tried to work on 5-point perspectives, trying to add more backgrounds to my stories. I think we did a pretty good job doing that. I mean, we have, buildings, cityscapes. Let's see. I don't want to show any other pages without spoiling anything. I mean, even for here, we use screen tones, for the body. Came out pretty good on the scan too, but overall, trying to work on perspective, backgrounds, literally everything. So here's issue number 4 again. Here is the cover, and then let's look at what these 2 pages look like. So this is what it looks like, penciled in ink. My line work is starting to get a lot better. Soon as you open it up, page 4, pencil, inked, name of the book, Blood on the Shackles, my partner, my daughter. Got to give them credit. Got to give the family credit because they support me so much. And once we open it up, so we have the 5-point perspective, which is on the other page. This is what it looks like colored. So my book is a lot more vibrant, I should say. And let's see. I can't lift this up because there's something blocking this, but I think you guys kind of like get the idea of, what's going on. But this is how I pretty much colored everything. And then if we can go to the next page, this one right here, I love how this was colored. I love how this was colored. Love how this was colored. Just, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I just love the color red. And, I'm still going to bring it up close anyways, just to show you guys what it looks like. But just working on the skin tones, just trying to get the perfect color scheme down packed. And then the cool thing about different scenes is we have like a reddish orange color on this page from this scene. And then when we get to the sky, it's a lot more blue. We're changing the scene, right? But still have a lot to work on. But even just looking at just the lightning, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Again, trying to work on perspective, 5-point perspective. So all in all, man, I'm just trying to, just be the best that I can be. Still have to work on line weight. And I wish I could really show you guys. You have to get this book and look at it in person because the printing was ridiculous. And if you want to learn how to print comic books, please check out the previous video so you can learn. But issues 3 and 4 I love so much because it was done by hand. It took a whole lot out of me. I know many of you guys on here that subscribe to me, I probably disappeared for a while, but I'm just trying to be a better artist. I'm just trying to get better at, there's so much talent, too many sweats. There's so much talent out here. Like there's a ridiculous amount of talent. And, yes, I am the penciler, the inker, the letterer, the editor, the colorist, what have you. And I feel like I'm putting out a beautiful book. This is a beautiful cover, amazing art. But I know we can do a lot better. And, this YouTube video will be, pretty much like I'm documenting my progress. So we can look back, many books later and be like, wow, man, he really did it. So for those of you guys that know, that's been here since issue number 1, let's put issue number 1 and issue number 4 side by side. I know the lighting is kind of crazy. Have to get an ND filter soon, but I love issue 1 so much, man. You can see there's a lot of changes, but I love issue 1 so much. But I mean, I'm almost ashamed to even open it up, because it's so dark, so much black, different thought bubble sizes, different font sizes, the lack of consistency there. It was just a lot, man. It was a lot. It was a lot. But, with issue number 4, as soon as we open it up, everything is consistent. The font sizes are consistent. Now we changed obviously the thought bubble sizes, but it all coincides. The size of, well, how many words are in there, But as we turn the page, everything is consistent. And for all of my professionals that want to comment, let me know, critique what I need to work on, you know, I'm open to it all. But I also want to give a huge shout out to my Kickstarter backers because they pretty much backed this campaign to bring this book to life. Wanted to try out Kickstarter. We did it. It was a success. But shout out to all of you that brought this to life. I got to shout you guys out. And another cool thing is because other platforms have horrible retention, for anyone that purchases my book, you can get my YouTube, my Instagram, and my TikTok. So I'm always gonna have this social media page, always gonna have it. Maybe I'll change the artwork, but I'm just trying to get better at just packaging and just producing a well-made, comic book, especially at the price point we have it at. So I wasn't gonna keep this video too long, something short, sweet, simple. I hope you love the artwork. There will be a lot more artwork soon, character design, you name it. So issue number 4. I'm tired of being a salesman, so I'm not gonna sell it to you. But if you read the description, you'll get all the information that you need. So, like always, my name is Sam. I'm the artist, writer, and creator of Blood Shadow. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys know what to do to keep this video going, keep my channel going. So I'll leave it at that. Peace.